I just wanted to do another video about my Arduino and other accessories, and I wanted to do another vlog exhibiting the properties of the let's see if I can get my finger, big fat finger in here, my transistor right here. So I'm exhibiting the properties of a transistor. Once again, been doing experiments with transistors, with LEDs and a series of switches, two-way switches. So DC switches, that is. I'm running a 5 volts DC over here with my little power source. And as you can see, I got it plugged in a 9-volt battery, which plugs into the breadboard. So it's just a power source for a breadboard. These little pins here, if you look closely, you can swap them over from 3.5 to 5 volts. So right now I got it on 5 volts, so I can regulate this because there is some resistance inside this transistor. There is some, what do they call it, impedance. So I didn't, do any calibrating or how much impedance there actually is. It wasn't necessary. I'm just simply doing experiments. But really, I wanted to exhibit the traits of the transistor, the qualities of the transistor, again, with this newest circuit I have built. And let's see, how can I do this? If I could, what I'm going to do, I want you to pay attention to the lights here. I'm going to turn it around. Anyway, first I want to show you, this is the Arduino with the shield, okay? And the thing about this is, this is my Arduino with the shield. This is my prototype shield on top of the Arduino. The prototype shield is once you build, like say I build a circuit on the breadboard that I want to keep as a prototype, I can solder it and hotwire it directly to this breadboard here, and solder it, and you put my own prototype on there. So that's nice to have that little shield there for my first prototype whenever I get to one. But I wanted to show you this little circuit I built earlier. What this does, I use the Arduino software. What it does is once you got the software uploaded, it tells you how to build certain circuits, and then it tells you how to write code to it. And if you don't know how to write code, you're just a beginner, all you got to do is just copy and paste the code, and it'll upload the code that's already there, and it will automatically, for instance, like this one, this is just a LED dimmer code. So all I had to do was plug an LED from the ground to the to the 5 volt or the 3 volts, and it uploaded a program that causes it to go lighter and dimmer. As you can see, it's getting lighter and dimmer. Here, see if I can get it further away so you can see it's just an LED. It's awfully bright though, ain't it? But that's the Arduino, and that's my first, basic circuit with one of my first basic circuits with the Arduino, and uploading software, or not software, but code into the Arduino. So I'm learning more about that. So anyway, let's go back to the circuit with my power board on my breadboard here. My power source on my breadboard. I also have another Arduino. I wanted to show you the Arduino Mini, I guess. This is another Arduino. If you can see that, I haven't yet put together or done any experiments with that yet. I'm going to. I still got a couple 555 timer chips I'm going to do some experiments with, and other various types of chips. One of these chips goes to one of the potential robot that I could build with this kit here. I have every piece here to build my own robot. See the sonar sensor and the servo. That's a servo for remote control. That's the remote control right there. And it's self-guided. See the CDSL? Or the CDL. Let's see, and then you got the liquid LED display, which is this. Your bus cables, all your wiring that you need, all your resistor, which also comes with a resistor color coder. This is very helpful for those who don't have the resistor color coder memorized. So this, particularly me, I need to have it memorized because it's difficult for me to memorize it. So anyway, once again, I've been doing these experiments with these transistors, and what I have found, did I turn this around correctly? No, I got to turn it to where? I can have better access to these two switches. This switch and this switch. That's the transistor. I have 3 LEDs, 2 switches, 1 transistor, and I'm going to interact with all three LEDs via 1 transistor and 2 switches. Are you ready? Let me show you the sequence in which it goes in. So it goes that turns the blue one on. I'm gonna hold that down and push the next button. So that turns the blue and the white one on. Okay. Now when I let that go, the blue one go, then the white and the yellow one turns on. And then when I turn that off, they both turn off. Now when I hold this down and push both of them again, it just turns into the blue and white one again, and vice versa. I let go of that and it just goes back to the blue. So again, see what I'm doing here? With 1 transistor and 2 switches, I'm interacting with 3 LEDs just to exhibit the fundamental properties of a transistor. A transistor can be, as a good analog to a transistor would be like a single human brain cell. 3 synapses, 3 gates, so to speak, where you can process information. Okay, so to speak. Yeah, I may not know what I'm talking about, but I understand it. I may not know the exact terminology to it, but I understand it. That's the whole point here. So you've seen it. 2 switches, 1 transistor, and 3 LEDs. Here, look, watch what happens when I drop it down to 3 volts. Though. On the so I'm gonna take these pins and I'll drop it down to 3 volt and see what happens. I just suspect it's not going to be as bright, but it might have the same function. However, some may not. Like that one, yeah. The other one won't even. Green won't even initiate. It's not even strong enough. This is what I mean by there's impedance in the transistor. Some transistors have a resistor built into it, and if you can't bypass that, or I guess I don't know. I think it has more to do with knocking the electron orbits up to a higher orbit inside the little silicon chip that's inside the transistor there, because it's a semiconductor inside there. So once you bring it up to a certain amount of I guess amperes or volts, then it lets the current go through, so to speak. So I guess bringing it up to 5 volts is what's allowing me to do this. See what I'm saying? Because I can't do it with 3 volts. So obviously there's some impedance with that semiconductor. Anyhow, I just wanted to update this video, do another update, and your comments are welcome. Please subscribe. If you got any ideas and any experiments you would like me to do with all these parts, I mean, I got enough here to build a robot, folks, so you tell me. Look at this. This, I got it all. Trust me. I got enough to build my own little robot, remote control robot. And see the sensor, the sonar sensor. See the little go-go board there. See the relay. I got all kinds of stuff. See the servo. The servo is for steering. So we'll see. Anyway, give me a rattle. Tell me what you think about the other Arduino, the Arduino Mini. And the Arduino with the shield. This is the prototype shield. This is the shield that you can build your own circuit. Like say I get satisfied with this one, I could just hotwire it directly to this. I could solder it directly to this. And I'd have my very first prototype circuit. But I'd rather save it for something more spectacular. And that's what I'm going to do. Here, let me take the shield off and just give you a general view of the Arduino. And that's a general view of the Arduino. And that's what I do everything with, and that's what I upload all the information with, and that's what teaches me how to do all this. Well, the software does. So, anyhow, once you download all the Arduino software from their website, They'll give you tutorials on how to build certain circuits and stuff, and how to write code and upload code into the Arduino in order to control the circuit that you are building. Once again, your comments are welcome. If you got any ideas, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. As always, have a good evening and have a Happy New Year.